What is up, Peggy people? I'm on this side, and again I have one more budget smartphone with me for our playlist called Good Specs, Good Price, where I upload unboxings and reviews of budget phones with good specs and good price under 5,000 rupees. And this time it's coming from Micromax. So here we have the Micromax Canvas Spark 2 Plus, which has been newly launched in India at the price tag of 4,000 rupees. But it will cost you almost 4,100 rupees after some shipping charges and stuff. And this phone is exclusively available via Snapdeal, and the direct link to buy this phone will be in the description, so just make sure you use that link if you want to help me out. So this is how the box looks like. We have the picture of the phone at the front with Android Marshmallow in it, because Micromax claims it to be the world's cheapest Android Marshmallow phone. Earlier it was in Focus Bingo 21, which is having Android Marshmallow at the price tag of 4,600 rupees, I guess. I reviewed that Bingo 21 as well, and you can check that video out by tapping on this card over here. So here we have the box of this phone, and at the back we have the 3 highlights of this phone mentioned, that we have in this 10 regional languages support, Android Marshmallow again, and a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. And these are the some of the quick specs written over here. And over here the MRP written on the box is 4,749, and as I told you earlier that you can get it for rupees 4,100. And the SAW values mentioned on the box are 0.38 watt per kg for head and 0.19 watt per kg for body. So yeah, that's all about the box of this phone, and let's now unbox it. But before that, let us take in specifications overview of this phone. This phone is having 1.3 GHz of quad-core processor with MediaTek MT6580 chipset based on ARM Cortex A7 architecture, Mali 400 MP GPU, 5-inch of 480p display with the pixel density of 199 pixels per inch, 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal storage which can be expandable up to 32 GB, Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box. The sensors available in this phone are accelerometer, proximity and light sensors. We do get the 2000 mAh battery in this phone, which is removable. So let me now unbox it, guys. So here we go. So I break the seals. So the first thing we see in the box is the Micromax Canvas Spark 2 itself. Let me keep it aside for a moment and let's take a look at what else we have in the box. So the first thing we see in the box is the charger, Micromax typical charger, and the next thing we have in the box is the micro USB to USB data cable, and the next thing we have in the box is the earphones. I think it's in-ear type earphones we have, with a button to accept or reject the calls. And the next thing we have in the box is the 2000 mAh battery. This is the 2000. And these are some of the paper stuff, and we have this screen guard, so that feels good when a company provides a screen guard within the box. Guys, here we have the phone itself, Micromax Canvas Spark 2 Plus itself feels very premium, and it feels that it is metal, but actually it's not metal, it's plastic, but a good quality plastic. Let me now remove the back cover of this phone. So good quality plastic we have in this phone, and let me now insert the battery. We have a 2000 mAh battery in this phone. So here you can insert your battery, and I guess it's not an hybrid slot, so that means you can insert your 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card at the same time. Here you can insert your SIM cards, and over here you can insert your micro SD card. Supports up to 32 GB, I guess. Yeah. So I have to say it feels very heavy after inserting the battery, very heavy, I have to say, but yeah. So let me now power on this phone for the very first time, and while that it boots up, let's take an physical overview of this phone. So at the top we have a 3.5mm audio jack with a micro USB port for data syncing and charging. At the right side we have power button and volume rockers. At the bottom we have a primary microphone, and at the left side we do not have anything. At the back side of the phone we have a 5 megapixel rear camera with LED flash, Micromax branding, and here we have the speakers grill. At the front we have a 5-inch of 480p FWVGA display, 2 megapixel of rear camera, and some sensors, earpiece. And here we have the 3 touch capacitive buttons. So there is no first boot formalities, I guess. Yeah. So guys, I just completed the first boot formalities and I am in the user interface right now, and let me now go to the settings and about device. So as you can see, we are running on Android Marshmallow. It's not coming here. And let me now adjust the brightness something. So yeah, this phone is running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and this is the main highlight of this phone, as I told you earlier. And let's now check that how much storage we get out of the box. So where is the storage? So yeah, so out of 8 GB, 3.27 GB of internal storage is free after initial boot. And let's now check that how much RAM is available after initial boot. So out of 1 GB, 409 MB of RAM is free after initial boot. So yeah, that's about it. And this is the user interface we have in this phone. And we actually have a lots of bloatware pre-installed in this phone, and let me now check if we can uninstall the bloatware or not. So yes, you can uninstall the bloatware, as simple as that. So yeah, you can uninstall some of the bloatware which you will be getting in this phone. So let me now quickly check if this phone supports USB OTG or not. So I cannot see any kind of notification as of now. Let's now go to file manager. So yeah, as expected, OTG is not supported in this phone, and 4G is also not supported in this phone. So that could be a minor con, I guess, of this phone. And these are the 3 touch capacitive buttons we have in this phone, and this is the back button, this is the home button, and this is for this to clear the recent apps like this. And usually we see that the back button is located over here, but this time it's here, so that makes me a little confused for Micromax. And let's now take a look at the camera interface of this phone. So this is the camera interface we have in this phone, and we do have those modes which we usually see in cameras. This is the HDR mode we have, panorama mode is also over here, and flash is also over here. So let me now click one of the picture just to show you an example. So let me now click the picture over here. So yeah, this is the picture we clicked just now, and as you can see in this picture that the picture quality we are getting is just decent and not that good. But I need to check it a lot more, guys. So that's it for this unboxing, guys, and in my first impressions, if you ask, then I feel that the camera of this phone is not that good, it's just decent, and the OTG and 4G is not supported as well, and the phone feels very heavy, like I guess it's like almost 180 or 190 grams I feel. So your phone feels very heavy, and display is also not that great if we compare it with some of the competitors of this phone like InFocus Bingo 21 or even Swipe Connect 5.1. But the only thing I liked in this phone in my first impressions is the look and feel. This phone looks premium if you hold it in your hands, as you can see over here. So yeah, that's it I think about this video. And if you have any confusions and questions, you can ask me in the comment section down below. I will be inserting my primary SIM card in this phone and will going to use this phone for a few days, and then there will be an in-depth review of this phone on this channel. So just make sure you are subscribed if you don't want to miss that video. And if you have any specific questions you want to ask about this phone, then just leave your comments down below. I will include it in my in-depth review. So yeah, that's all about this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will catch you in my next video. Till then, as always, stay techy.